Have you ever got to the end of the day and said to yourself, I'm just going to do a couple more hours to get this piece of work done? Yes, I've done the same. Hi, my name is Donovan Grant, the founder of the IT Professionals Edge. There have been many a night and project and program I've worked on where I've said I need to complete this requirements document, I need to complete this process map, and I need to complete this options paper before I go home tonight. And I've worked well into the night. And you know what? I got it done, but the quality was not necessarily the best. Now, I think the role of the BA is changing. I think it's evolving to something totally different. I think it's not just about being a great analyst anymore. It's not just about understanding the business and being able to connect the business to the technicians. I think there's a third part of the trifecta, which is the energy of the BA. It's how you show up as a BA, how you are being professional as a BA. I believe that when we show up in an energized way, we come across differently, we perform better, and we're just an all-round better PA. Now, part of this evolution, I think there's three parts to it. There is number one, which is knowing your game. And it's knowing how you can perform at your best, knowing what it takes for you to genuinely show up with the best form of energy. The second part is to play your game. So that means taking effective action to ensure that every day, every week, every month going forward, you show up in the most resourceful way that you can. And the third part is to optimize and fine tune your game. So you got sustainability, you can show up again and again in the most resourceful way. Now, I'm just going to touch a little bit on the first one of those parts today, which is knowing your game. Now, knowing your game is about the fundamentals. What are the fundamentals for us to perform at our best? Now, in the really high level, it's about what we eat, how we move exercise wise, and what our sleep is like. If we can get those three things working in the best possible way, we are going to show up in a total different way as a BA. I mean, as an example, I have gone to work many times on a few hours sleep, 4 or 5 hours sleep. And I know that when I'm sleep's off, I'm going to be off. I'm not going to be on the best part of my game. So the thing for us is, okay, what can we do to ensure that our eating, our moving, and our sleeping are in the best possible way? What we have to do, like good analysts, is to look at what we're doing now, see what's in the gap, and fill the gap with what we should be doing. Simple gap analysis. BAs do it day in and day out. Now, I'm going to be speaking more about this at the Business Analyst conference coming up at the end of September. But just as a takeaway for you to look at today, I want you to score yourself on those three areas. You're eating, you're moving, you're sleeping. I'm not saying you have to be on some crazy diet, but if you were to score yourself 1 to 10 on what your eating's like, a balanced diet that you eat every day, that you drink the right stuff, and everything else it takes for you to be energized in your eating, what would you score yourself 1 to 10? Well, 1 is really low, 10 is out the shop. Same on exercise. Do you go for walks every day? Do you take breaks during the day? Do you go swimming? Do you go cycling? Whatever it is for you. It could be yoga, it could be stretching. What would you score yourself on the whole, where 1 is not very good and 10 is great? And the final part, sleep. As I say, I used to have 4 or 5 hours sleep and going to work. That is well below the level. I read the book by Matthew Walker, Why We Sleep. 7 hours is the minimum that adults should really be having. So score yourself in your sleep, where 1 is really low. If you're on a 5 hours like I was, that's like maybe a 2 or a 3. And if you're 7.5, 8, you're up in the 9s and 10s. So score yourself on those three. And we're going to go more into this at the BA conference when we look at the Evolving Business Analyst 3 steps to perform at your best without burning out. Make sure you do those actions, and I'll speak to you soon.